Welcome to this quick and maybe a little bit spicy core and glute Pilates workout. It's probably going to be around 15-20 minutes. We'll see how we get on. Come down onto your back to start. Feet flat on the floor. Hands onto your ribs. Take a breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. So you want to inhale, expand the ribs apart. Exhale, bring them back together. As you're breathing through your mouth here with that little circle, you're going to feel the front of your core just start to tighten up. Now hold that position with your ribs as you breathe out. Move your hands to your hip bones and wiggle your fingers in there. Inhale, tilt forward. Exhale, tilting back. Again, we're going to keep that breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. As we come back, we want to find that imprinted spine. So you're going to take your lower back all the way down into the mat. So I can't get my hand under here. And as you lift up, you're going to notice your hand's going to be able to find a space underneath. When you're moving through this, it's easy to make this work come from the glutes. So we want to not do that and work through our core. So you want to feel like there's a zip line pulling in and up from your pelvic floor all the way through your belly button. So it should feel like a lot of effort to bring your hips and your lower back down into the mat. Let's do one more. And then holding that imprinted spine position as you breathe out this time. Option to keep your feet down, or we're going to bring the feet up. Actually, I'll show you down first. So we're going to start from feet down. You're going to bring one foot up, tap it back down, and then bring the other foot up and tap it back down. You can stay like that, or making it more challenging, bring your feet up, and we're going to tap down and up, warming up through the pelvis and that lower belly. So again, we want to focus on our lower back staying down, finding our imprinted spine as we move. Don't lose that breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Maybe a little point through the toes here. Think of pushing your knees forward rather than pulling your heels down. And then finishing with the opposite leg you started on. Bring your feet all the way back down. Find that reset of the hip bones pointing up towards your ribs. So you want to scoop the belly in, pull your hip bones up, drive into your heels, and we're going to roll up into bridge pose. Rolling back down. Keep looking up at the sky as you do this. Try not to look at the screen. Big squeeze into the bum. And you want to lower down from the center of the chest. I don't know if you could hear that, but Oscar was whining in the background. You're all right, Oscar. So as you lift up, we want to keep that pelvic floor pulling in and up, that zip line that we had all the way up through our belly button. Try to get your tailbone down last and tailbone off first. And think about pushing your knees forward over your toes as you lift up. Try to make a nice straight line from your knees down to your shoulders. Did I say nose that first time? I meant knees. Last one. Rolling all the way down. Again, imprinted spine, hands onto your thighs, breath in, breathing out. Come up as high as you can into crunch, and then rolling back down. Exhale as you come up, that little circle. So the goal here is to get a nice curved spine, and you're really squeezing through the front of your belly, rib cage and hips, trying to come towards each other. Try not to lead with the neck, so you want to start the movement by pulling the belly in. This time we're going to hold up on that crunch. Shoulder blades pull down, hands come past your thighs. Nice and high through the shoulder blades. Option to keep the feet on the mat, or we bring them up. Pulsing through the arms, Pilates 100. Keep that breath nice and even. Option here to extend one leg out straight. Option to go for both. Option to bring the legs a little lower. Try and keep that imprinted spine. And release. Bring your feet back down and take a big breath in. We're going to stay on our back here, coming into a nice core series. Bring your leg in towards your chest. Extend the other leg out. Let the foot float off the mat, point through both toes. Option to keep the head down or lift the head up. And we're going to find that nice big squeeze into the belly again. Swap legs. Other leg comes in. Stay high and swap again. You want to find length through the leg that's going out. Pull the thigh bone out of the hip socket. If you feel yourself start to lower through your head, feel free to come all the way back down, or see if you can work a little bit harder through the core to stay up a little higher through the shoulder blades. Starting to take this a little bit faster. Stay controlled. Lower back staying down into the mat. Finish with your left leg coming in and come all the way back down. Back into our glutes. Roll up into bridge and hold at the top. Big squeeze into your bum, and then we're going to do little pulses. So you're going to lower a tiny little bit and then lift back up. From here, you want to break at the hips rather than thinking of rolling through the spine. And we're keeping that constant tension onto the glutes. It's just a tiny little micro drop. Again, look up to the sky. Keep your neck in a nice neutral position. A few more little pulses here, and then we're going to stay holding at the top. Big squeeze into your bum, push the knees forward, drive into your heels. Imagine you're trying to pull your heels towards your bum, so you're going to feel a squeeze into the hamstrings at the same time there. And slowly release. Bring the knees into the chest, and maybe a little rock into the ground there. Point through your toes. Again, option to keep the head down, or we're going to lift back up through the chest. Double leg stretch. Both legs are going to go in and out. Keep the hands out to start. Legs go out and pull in. The lower you keep those legs as you go out, the harder this gets to keep your lower back in that imprinted position into the mat. So you choose where you want your legs to go. See if you can squeeze the thighs together. Make it really active through the legs. Point through your toes. Option to add some arms in. So as the legs go out, arms are going to come overhead. They're going to sweep round and grab into those knees. I like to inhale on the way out, exhale as you come in. Last one. Feet back down on the mat. Coming back into our tabletop position, bring your feet up. Option, again, feet can stay down for this one. Hands coming to the back of the head, scoop your belly in. And we're going to take it into a twist or a bicycle crunch. Bring one shoulder to opposite knee, head down, other side. Now you can see options here is to extend your leg out as you twist, or you can tap the leg down to make it slightly easier, or again, we keep feet down and we bring One knee up as we twist. Try and get shoulder towards knee rather than elbow, so you get as big a twist as you can. So think elbows wide. Slow it down so you really feel into the core, controlling every part of the movement. Lower back, staying in that imprinted position. Breathing out as you come up into the twist. One more each side. And then we're going to roll all the way onto our side. Come onto your elbow, shoulder over your wrist, knees together, ankles together. Pull your heels in towards your bum. Hand can be on your hip, or it can come to the floor to help stabilize you. Extend your leg out. Keep your leg at hip height. We're going to point the toe forward, push through your heel, and pull back. Think of pulling the thigh bone nice and long as you come backwards, and then think of pulling it in as you come forwards. Try not to let the foot drop as it comes forward, and then try not to lower down through the side of the waist either. Keep lifting up. 2 more. I like inhale forward and exhale back, but you can breathe whatever way works for you. Bring the leg back down. Ankles stay together, knees stay together. We're going to come into clamshell. Open the leg. Try not to roll backwards. Get the leg as high as you can, and then close. Option to stay here, down on the ground, or we're going to make it a little bit more challenging. Push into your bottom knee, lift your hips as you open your knee. So you're really pulling up through this bottom side of the waist. And again, we're still trying to not rock this top hip backwards as we open. This also works your shoulder, so you've got to be nice and strong, pressing into that forearm. And think of squeezing through your bottom glute as you lift up as well. 2 more. I'm hoping that's about 8. When I start talking, I forget to count. We're going to stay here on this side, but we're going to take the arm out nice and long, give that shoulder a rest. Extend your leg. Keep this knee bent on the bottom, and so you get your foot to tap the floor. You might feel a nice little stretch onto the hip as you do that. Lift your leg up high and come back down. Little turn of the inside of the thigh up towards the sky. It's going to give you a little bit more room to push up, get a little higher. See if you can tap down all the way between every set. So there's just that little extra centimetre to get your foot all the way down to the floor. Scoop your belly in, keep lifting up through the side of your waist. This is your last one. Holding at the top. Big squeeze. Feel that burn start to build. Ooh, cramp in the calf. You can flex the toes if you get that. See if you can get a little higher through your leg. Should be feeling it on the outside of the glute. And come all the way back in. Swapping sides. Come round. So starting on our shoulder again. Shoulder over elbow. Lift the waist away from the floor, top leg extends out. Lifting up, pull the leg forward, push the heel back. Again, you can have your hand on your hip or on the floor. Pull the thigh bone in as you come forward, lengthen it away as you press back. Don't cheat yourself here. Come all the way back, get that heel in line with the hip. Get as far forward as you can. Keep the leg up at hip height, don't let it drop. And then find yourself back into that waist, lift away from the floor. Two more. Again, if my counting's wrong, we're trying to do 8 of everything, so you can count for yourself. Bring that leg back down. Ankles together, knees together. Again, option to stay down on this bottom leg, or we're going to do that lifted hip. Clamshells, open the knee, squeeze your bum. Breath out as you come up. Again, get as open as you can through that top leg. Nice and strong through that bottom side of the waist. It's almost like a full body side exercise, this one. We get our shoulders, our core, and our glutes. Last one. And sorry if you can hear that noise now, the bin men are outside. We're going to come all the way down onto our bicep. Get yourself nice and comfy. Bottom leg stays bent, top leg nice and straight. Belly scoops in, lift up away from the floor. Hand onto the mat to support you, lift the leg high. Again, turn the inner thigh slightly up towards the sky, or think about the toe pointing up. It's going to get you a little higher through your leg. And again, if you've got cramp in that foot or in your calf, you can push through the heel rather than point. You might feel the bottom side of your glute still burning from lifting you up on that last exercise. Last one, holding at the top, as high as you can. Feel that burn start to build. Might already be there. Keep it going. And release. Press yourself up, come round onto your hands and knees. Coming into a plank seaties. You can do this on your hands or on your forearms, whatever works best for you. I like forearms, I feel like it gives me more feeling into the core. Hands are a little bit easier. Shoulders come over your elbows. You can stay down on your knees if you like. Bringing your hips forward, hip bones pulling up in towards your ribs. Big squeeze into the bum, push down into the mat. Tucking your toes if you want to come up onto your toes. We're going to lift. Again, this is a full body exercise. You want to squeeze everything. Squeeze your bum, squeeze your thighs, push into your forearms, pull your lower belly in. Keep breathing, looking down to the mat, lengthen through your neck. In through the nose, out through the mouth. If you want to make this a little harder, rock a little further forward onto the ball of your foot, more onto your tippy toes. Hips in line with the body. And release. Come back into a little child's pose. Hips back to your heels. Coming back up, coming into side plank, onto your hand or your forearm again. Choices for you here. We can start down on the knee again. So bottom knee down, top leg out straight, hand up to the sky or onto your waist. Or we're taking it into that full side plank. I like bottom leg forward, but you can go top leg forward if that's your preference. And again, we're going to lift up. You want to keep pulling up through the side of that waist the entire time. It's going to feel like it's starting to drop. You're going to push back up. So again, we're working into the shoulder as well as the core and even into your glutes, the side of your hips here. Nice and strong. Keep going. In through the nose, out through the mouth again with the breath. Try to pull this top shoulder back. And release. Swapping over to the other side. Again, set up, you can be on your knees or on your toes, your choice where you go. Bottom leg forward for me, shoulder over wrist, lifting up. Nice and high with the hips. It should almost feel like you're doing a side bend. You're trying to crunch through that bottom side of the waist so much. Press down into the edges of your feet. Push into your arm. Lift away from the floor. Almost there. Come all the way down. Again, take a little child's pose here. Get your breath back. When you're ready, come on up. We're going to take it into press-ups. Bring your hands to the edges of your mat. Spread your fingers out. Bring your knees back. Hips forward. Get yourself into that kneeling plank shape. We want to get our hip bones tilted up towards our ribs. Big squeeze into our bum. Elbows bend backwards. Bring your chest all the way down and push yourself up. I might not talk so much through this one. Push-ups are hard. Exhale up. Get as low as you can with control so you don't have to come all the way to the mat. Keep that squeeze into the bum. Lower belly pulling in. 2 more. Try not to lose that form. Reset on your last one. And again, back into child's pose. Soften through your shoulders. Head down to the mat. Hips back towards your heels. Coming on up when you're ready. Bring your legs out. We'll finish with a little bit of twisting and stretching. Bring the feet out just a little bit wider than your mat. Pull your toes in towards your face. Chest up, shoulders over your hips, arms out wide. Take a big breath in. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist. This time, twist and fold. Bring your hands to the outside of your ankle, back into center, twist and fold other direction. Get nice and tall between your folds, chest up. See if you can keep pulling the toes in towards your face and pushing your heels away. Scoop your belly in as you do that fold as well. Get a nice big round into the spine and that nice twist. Finishing with this last twist here. Come on up, bring the legs together, bend the knees slightly, and then we're going to round into upper spine. You can grab onto your toes or your ankles and then start to push the heels away, get a little bit further into that stretch. You want to push your upper back behind you, so you're trying to push backwards, and we're spreading between the shoulder blades all the way down through the spine. Keep the heels kicking away from you. Squeeze through the fronts of your thighs. Roll yourself up. Mermaid legs, you're going to bend one knee in, other leg comes behind you. So your foot's flat into the inside of your thigh. Bring your hand off to the side, so we're leaning at a little bit of an angle. Hand comes out, and then reaching up and over. Lift up, pushing up through the side of your waist to get a nice little stretch through the side of the body. Really reach to your fingertips, get yourself nice and long, all the way from fingertip down to your knee. Big breath in. Breathing out, reach a little further. And then coming all the way up, swap legs. So again, you want that little lean off to the side, reaching up and out. Lifting up through the side of the waist. Using your breath to make that stretch feel a little bit bigger. Reach to your fingertips. Last one. And bring yourself up. Well done for taking a little time to move, and I'll see you next time.